What's up, witches?
It is officially the Halloween season, so we're going to watch some trailers that are sure to jack our lanterns.
That's right. So we're watching Books of Blood. The Wolf of Snow Hollow. And The Craft Legacy.
This is trailer trash. What's going on, guys? I'm still Mike.
I'm still Jim.
And this is still Trailer Trash. And like we said, it is the Halloween season. Therefore, we're going to be looking at some trailers that are going to get a little spooky.
Ooh, spooky. I walked over here tonight, and there was a general air of spookiness as I was walking over here.
Wasn't that just humidity?
I don't know. I failed science class.
Anyway, like we were talking about, tonight is the new Craft movie.
The new Craft movie. Craft Legacy.
Craft macaroni and witches.
Since we're apparently going backwards order, also The Wolf of Snow Hollow and Books of Blood. It's going to be an intense one. Mostly, not so much because the trailers are super intense, but because I'm only wearing one eye contact.
The Halloween movies, though, are starting to roll out. You know what I'm saying? Like
yes.
Like the witch movies, the movies about books and their blood.
Yes, and the movies about snow and hollows.
Oh, yes, and movies about Halloween. Nope, next year. But we do have a whole crop of movies coming out here, and hey, we're going to look at some of them.
All right.
Before we get into the trailers, though, please do us a favor. Subscribe to the channel. It's right down there in that corner over there. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button because you know it's going to be a good episode. And also smash that notification bell. We are a new channel, so all that stuff helps. And we're trying to grow here, so please grow with us. Not in a weird way, but grow with us. It's important.
I'm growing with you right now. Before we get into the trailers, what are we drinking tonight?
What are we drinking, James?
Moscow Mules, baby. It doesn't always have to be whiskey.
Doesn't have to be.
Which is actually that's my motto. That's like my whole life motto. It doesn't always have to be whiskey.
It's like when your third child was being born, your wife's like, we should name it whiskey. And you're like, it doesn't always have to be whiskey.
The first two are already named whiskey. It doesn't always have to be whiskey.
That being said, I support her decision in naming your third child whiskey.
True.
Yeah, okay.
True. Yeah.
Cheers. The first movie we're doing tonight is Books of Blood, based off of Clive Barker's novel, Books of Blood.
Which is a Hulu original.
It is.
I have Hulu. Because
I have your Hulu.
I was going to say because I got stacks of cash to just throw around, and then you don't, so you have mine.
Yeah, it's true.
That's all right, though.
I steal it from you. It's fine. Don't tell Hulu. I've never read the novels.
I have it on Audible, and I haven't started it yet because it's like 45 hours.
So he's almost read it. That counts. That counts.
I'm almost there. I'm almost at the jumping off point.
I'm almost like, it's weird. A lot of people don't like to watch movies that are adaptations of the novels before they've read the novels. I'm on the opposite end of the spectrum. If there's going to be a movie made from it, that's my preferred medium of storytelling. So if I've not read the book yet, then I have no preconceived notions of what the movie should be.
Yeah.
Therefore, I feel like I can enjoy the movie a little bit more.
What do you do when people say, oh, well, the book was better?
I say, your mom was better.
Which is the exact right answer.
Right?
All right, so we're...
All right, let's get started here. This is Books of Blood.
Our subject today is Simon McNeil. He's a self-professed medium.
I'm a self-professed spicy.
For those of you that don't know, I recently lost my son, Miles.
I'm sorry.
People like Simon like to prey on grief. Ready whenever you are.
Like prey?
I need complete darkness. Or rather, they do.
Oh, it's creepy. Oh.
That's a lot of writing.
Oh, they stole my idea for the nursery.
My niece's name was on that wall. It's kind of weird.
Was it really?
It was.
All the dead have stories.
There is a place where these horrors are transcribed.
Something inherently
not
scary
sure
about a
where I'm
rocking
running.
chair.
I felt like I was being followed.
We're headed to Ravenmore.
That's why my grandma scared me so much.
A nice place.
No.
Here.
The dead. They're so much closer
Almost looks
than
like
you
the
realize.
Amityville house, doesn't it?
Yeah, a little bit.
I wasn't planning on stopping. I just think I'm really tired.
Come. You're safe here.
I don't think she's safe.
I just have a thing with noises.
I hate
It's more
slurping.
logical. Would have probably
Don't
been better
slurp
if
your
I just didn't
fucking
stop taking
tea.
the meds.
Oh, that's a bad sign. There's another rocking chair.
Yeah.
Ew.
I'm so sorry, dear. I didn't mean to startle you.
Call an
Some
exterminator.
bad shit happened to you. Urban decay. That's what happened.
We like to think everyone who stays here is family.
That's just what having kids is like, dude.
Sometimes
Like you
the
wake up in
stories
the
that are
middle of the night
passing
and some creep is
It must be forever carved into our collective memory.
stroking your shoulder.
That was very Clive Barker.
Yeah.
But all stories end here.
Oh no!
Oh, don't you stick that in her eye. Don't you?
Oh, stuff with eyes, dude.
Yep.
That looks good.
Ooh, yeah.
Looks really
no,
good.
I'm into it. I think that.
Oh, nice pause.
Oh, I
screen
paused
there.
it right on the naked guy
Almost
again.
paused right on the peen. Mm.
Okay, so I miss the days. I'll say this: I miss the days of Clive Barker movies feeling like Clive Barker movies, like Hellraiser, Lord of Illusions, especially. They have the same look to it. It's that really gritty, just dark, gross kind of feel to the movies.
Yeah.
That doesn't feel like it. Now, granted, I know that it wasn't directed by him.
Yeah.
So that's got a lot to do with it. But I kind of feel like Clive Barker, his movies are kind of a mixed bag. You know, a lot of his adaptations, they all have varying different feels. And we talked about, we did a Stephen King episode on our podcast a couple weeks ago. And one of the things that we had mentioned is that every Stephen King movie feels the same. It doesn't matter who's directing it, doesn't matter what company is making it, doesn't matter what budget it is. They all feel the same because Stephen King's voice,
Stephen's voice.
it's so overpowering. I wish that Clive Barker's stories had that same feel. Unfortunately, I kind of feel like he's gotten the he's just gotten the bad treatment over the years. You know, like his stuff has not been treated the same way, which is a shame because Clive Barker's work is incredible.
Yeah. Well, I will say though, this looked pretty damn good.
No, it did. There's definitely aspects of it that look fantastic.
And nowadays too, it's tough with like, it's the kind of the grittiness we always talk about when we talk about old movies is, it's just like, it's the quality that came along with, you know, shooting on real film and watching things on VHS and stuff like that.
That's definitely part of it. Yeah.
That's a huge part of it.
Yeah, I like the there's a scene there where I mentioned it was very Clive Barker. It's where the guy's got the cuts all over his body,
carving all over his face.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's carved all over him. That's very Clive Barker.
Yeah.
That looked really cool. There's some other stuff that looked really cool in the movie. I'm into it. It's a Hulu original, so let's see what Hulu does with the Clive Barker story. I'm very interested.
Yeah, I've been pretty impressed with both Hulu and Netflix, their original content. So yeah, I have high hopes. I
I'm
think
into
it'll be pretty all right.
And for the Halloween season coming up, what's better than a new Clive Barker story?
Duh.
Nothing. All right. On the rock scale, James. What are you gonna give this one?
On the rocks, I'm gonna say I'm gonna go with like a 3.5, just because it does have a little more of the high polish look and like not so much of the dirty, gritty, disgusting, almost viscous feel.
Viscousy feel.
The viscousy
I
feel.
hate all
of
those other movies. They're so wet.
of a Clive Barker movie. So yeah, 3.5 is where I'm landing on it.
I'm gonna go. If I could do like a 2.75, I would. But because I can't, I'll go with 3. I will say that. I think this is No, you know what? Fuck that. I'm gonna go 2.5. It's right in the middle for me. This is it looks good. There are certain parts of it that I think that look promising. I don't think that it looks like it's anything special though. Like I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna watch it and I'm gonna go, yeah, it was pretty good, and I'm gonna move on from it. You know, that's just kind of how I feel about it. And the trailer didn't do anything to really raise my expectations for it. I think, like I said, I think it was serviceable, made the movie look good, but not any better than good.
So you think you're gonna hate it?
If that's what I said, then yes.
Yeah, that's what
Okay.
I heard.
Speaking of things that you're gonna hate, werewolves, James. Werewolves.
I love werewolves, though.
This is the I believe the final performance of Robert Forster was in this movie. This is the movie The Wolf of Snow Hollow, which is a sweet name, by the way. I love a good werewolf movie, and I hope this is a good werewolf movie. They're very few and far between. Werewolf movies are tough to pull off by their nature because werewolves are a really tough creature, I feel like, to pull off on film. Just ask Wes Craven.
I've seen a few werewolves get pulled off on film and didn't look that tough to me.
So without any further ado, this is The Wolf of Snow Hollow. Let's get into it.
We have every reason to believe that this monster will show up again tonight.
Oh, it's the trailer before the trailer.
Oh.
Snowy. I like a good horror movie set in the snow.
And it looks kind of hollow, too, so... Yeah, here's where... That's why...
The classic Orion
Yeah, that's right.
thing is awesome.
I'm
It's a
John,
good
I'm
touch.
an alcoholic.
Oh.
I've been in the program now
Our
for
people.
6 years. Sober for 3.
This is scary. It's new. I never saw a body like that.
There's gonna be a lot of late nights and overtime because of the brutal murder that happened in town. And I didn't want to set up expectations that I can't keep.
Our expectations of you are very low.
Spans of the backs are gigantic.
Is this
Same
supposed
as
to be
the distance
funny?
of the
I can't...
It's a wolf. Or maybe it's a werewolf. No, let me just make this perfectly clear. There is no such thing as werewolves.
Is this supposed to be funny? He's kind of sassy.
I'm gonna find him and I'm gonna kill... And we're gonna bring him to justice.
We have every reason to believe that
I
this
can't really
monster
get a
will
good
show
read
up
on
again
this.
tonight.
I
I
agree.
won't ask you to pray with me because of the goddamn lawyers.
That was kind of funny.
That was a great song.
Where were you? Where were you? John! None of you talk to me at once, okay? They're saying it's a wolf. No, it's a man. When do I get to be right about something?
It's a wolf man.
I feel like this is the prequel to Wolf Cop.
Oh my god.
Right?
Job! Do your job! I am begging you!
You want to be sheriff? How about we start acting like one?
Oh, that thing looks big.
I'm not a sheriff. I'm a sheriff cop.
Sheriff.
Okay.
That one's a little tough to get a read on. I don't. I'm definitely intrigued by it. I love werewolf movies. Werewolves are probably the one cryptid that I genuinely fear because I feel like they probably are out there somewhere.
It's weird. I fear normal things like cancer and COVID.
No,
This guy fears werewolves.
Werewolves. I'm much more worried about werewolves than I am about any of that other stuff.
I can't get a grasp on this movie. Like, I don't know if it's supposed to be. I think it's supposed to be funny for sure. There's supposed to be comedic elements to it.
Yeah.
But none of the beats in the trailer really landed. Like, they were more awkward than they were funny. Maybe without like the song, and if you're watching the movie for what it is, they'll be more effective.
Yeah.
But I feel like this trailer, and this is what we're here for. We're judging trailers. I feel like this trailer did not really convey as much of the humor as it was supposed to, or as much
of
the
the
serious.
carnage.
Yeah,
I feel like once we see this movie, when you go into it, it's going to be something completely different than what we actually thought it was from the trailer.
Yeah, there was a
something, I don't know.
There was a movie that Adam Driver, I think is Adam Driver.
Kylo Ren.
Yes, Kylo Ren.
Yes.
There's a movie that he was in called The Dead Don't Die. And it's a very similar, I feel like, humorous side they're going for. Whereas The Dead Don't Die was genius dry humor. I kind of feel like this might be like a swing and a miss, you know, like the humor is right here and it's down here.
I'm not convinced it's a swing and a miss. Like there were I feel like I'm gonna enjoy the humor of this movie if this guy, the sheriff's deputy or whatever he is, if that character is actually meant to be played straight and taken seriously, then I think it won't land at all.
It remains to be seen. But like I said, we're here to judge the trailer, James.
We're here to judge the trailer.
And
based on the trailer, I'm confused. I
am too.
don't know what I just saw. So,
I am too. I think it's supposed to be funny.
I like
the trailer just wasn't.
Yeah. The small amount that you did see the werewolf, it's huge, which is cool. I despite the fact that I'm genuinely terrified of werewolves because they are 100% real, verifiably so. I'm also fascinated by them, and I think they're awesome. So
yeah, I get what you're saying. I don't necessarily share in that view, but
I just don't want to. I don't want to be torn apart by one. I just like bite me, change me. I'll be a werewolf. I feel like that would be a pretty cool life, actually, being a werewolf or a vampire. I'd be totally fine with
vampire. Yes.
Yeah.
Vampire. Yes.
Why not werewolf?
He flees.
Oh.
I'm already itchy enough as it is. All right, James. On the rock scale.
On the rock scale, I'm gonna give this one like a 2.5. I would say.
You're consistently a bit more forgiving than me. I was gonna go honestly a 1.5.
Oh wow.
It's. I don't want to say that it's like terrible because it's not terrible, but like, to me, if we're on a scale of 5, a 2.5 is average, right? That means okay, I'm good with it. This one, I just kind of like, I don't really know that I'm watching this trailer. I don't know that I am any more impulsed to go see it. Like I don't have any more yearning to go to the theater to see this movie or rent it. Like I just feel like it's forgettable and I don't really care about it.
I feel like you're forgettable, and I don't really care about you.
1.5 team.
So 2.5, 1.5. That averages out to a 2. We'll see.
So not pretty good. All right. Moving on to our last movie, the one that everyone's been waiting for. At least everybody in this room, the two of us. Unless there's nobody back there.
Unless there's someone we don't know about. Yeah.
This is The Craft Legacy, not the remake, but the sequel to The Craft, which is very interesting. I'm happy that it's a sequel. I'm also angry about almost everything else. I've watched this trailer, so has James. We have thoughts, but we're going to watch it with you guys here again, and then we will get into those thoughts because they're thoughty.
Because that's why you're here. Duh.
So this is The Craft Legacy. Let's go.
Light as a feather, stiff as a board. Light as a feather, stiff as a board.
Another trailer before the trailer.
It's the new It thing, man.
Okay.
She reminds me of somebody, and I cannot put my finger on who it is.
It's nice, isn't it?
It's not. No, it's not.
My sister.
Come on in to meet the boys. They're really excited
David
to meet you.
Yeah.
You know it, bud.
How you feeling about
I smell a mystery.
Gonna meet some new friends.
I know why the caged bird sings. Wow, that is super nasty.
You know what I didn't notice until this watch? The bully and the oldest brother, new brother, look too similar. Like they look like the same dude.
It happens to everyone.
That's confusing.
He's made us all cry at one point or another. You should come over after school.
What is all this?
It's very elegant.
This is a ceremony.
This is
It's a
an orgy. Oh, this just got weird.
Why would you celebrate me?
Because you're out fourth.
Yeah. Oh, God. I hope that's not actually in the movie. That's rough.
Sure it is.
This is all just a little crazy. Half the battle of having powers is believing you do. That's why covens have always been important.
What is that?
Yeah.
Oh, this is.
If we can do that, what else can we do?
We need to put a spell on Timmy.
We don't want to hurt him though, right?
Why is every trailer these days
She's
a
right.
slowed down version of a popular song?
I have thoughts about this.
It's literally, I mean, it's literally every trailer though. Feruza. Oh, she's got a choker on, you know, she's a bad girl now.
Sorry, I was just hanging out with my friends.
That's when you go from good girl to bad girl.
Was this just like some game to you? I feel different.
Be careful. A lot of weirdos out here.
We are the weirdos, mister.
Ouch.
So that the end of that trailer, the whole "We Are the Weirdos, Mister" thing, was taken directly from the first movie, but also from the original trailer. I watched the original trailer earlier today to see how well they matched up, because there are some trailers where the new movies will literally beat for beat recreate the old trailers.
Right.
I wanted to see if this one was going to do the same thing. It's not beat for beat, but that end scene for sure was in the original. Yeah, like you had mentioned, the effects in this movie look cringeworthy.
The sparkly, twinkly, like
yes,
what was that?
Looks like a bad TV series.
What was that show?
Is what it looks like.
What was that show with Melissa Joan Hart?
Clarissa.
No. Why can't
Sabrina.
I think
Sabrina. There it is.
Clarissa Explains It All. Sabrina
Explains It All. That's the one.
Explains It All. Yeah.
Yeah. No.
It looked like something from that, like all the the weird glitter and
it looks like a late '90s ish TV series.
Yeah,
is what it looks like. But it's weird. Like it doesn't. The whole thing doesn't look like that though. Like some parts of it look like a regular movie, and that's what it's supposed to be. The effects though, they feel transcendent of the movie, and by transcendent I mean like they're on like a different layer. Like they don't gel with the look of the movie. It's like there's these weird effects layers that are just laying on top of it. It's bizarre.
It looks like, you know how you have nowadays on our cellular communications units, we have these photo editing apps and stuff, you know, like Lightroom Pro and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
And they have these overlays where it's supposed to look like glitter all over the place. That's what it looked like they did.
They edited this with a Snapchat filter, is what you're trying to say.
Yeah, exactly. It's really bad.
It's a bit rough.
And to come back to that last line where she says, "We are the weirdos, mister." So it's directly from the original trailer, where in the original trailer, Fairuza Balk as Nancy delivered that line. And the way she delivers that line, first of all, they all just have the look like it's directly from the 90s, so they already have that look of just these 90s grunge gothic chicks. And the bus driver says, "Watch out for those weirdos out there." And the way she delivers that line with so much confidence, she says, "Mister," or she says, "We are the weirdos, mister." And then she tilts her glasses down, and then Fairuza Balk, obviously, like
she has a smile,
that huge, like devilish smile. And I said, to me, it looked like that last shot, it was like 4 kids who found their parents' old trunk from the 90s where they kept all their clothes, and they played dress up.
It's exactly what it feels like. I agree.
The way she delivers that line is just didn't hit the same in this one. It's like, it's not, I don't know. It looks like a CW show to me.
TV show. It just looks like a TV show.
It looks like a CW TV, like a preteen TV show.
You know what else was corny in 1996?
What?
Corn.
Yeah.
Got the life, bro.
Are you ready?
Another thing that we mentioned too was that song. Blumhouse started the trend with, what was it, Us? Was Us the first one that had that slowed down version of the hip hop song? I can't remember the name of it.
I got 5 on it.
I got 5 on it. I think that was the first one that did it. This whole trend of doing just that, taking a classic popular song that people know and then slowing it down, putting this eerie like spin on it, is starting to become a bit passé because it's everywhere now. Like, to stop doing it. Keep things special.
It's cool, and it was really effective to begin with.
But one movie did it, so everybody's got to flock to it and do it now. It's so fucking annoying. But regardless of that, I think that it could be good. However, the trailer, which is what we're basing it on, I kind of feel like, I'm not going to say that it's bad because of it, but I'm sick of hearing it. Like, it doesn't have the effect that it originally had in trailers like Us or whatever.
No, the song in this trailer is the least of my worries as far as what I saw in this trailer. It's weird. Like, I know when the original came out, the actors were between the ages of like 22 and 30, and they were playing high school girls. I think there's
Yeah.
something to that just like, even though you look at them and you're like, oh, okay, you're 30.
It feels like when you were in high school, right? The way that you looked, if you were a freshman in high school, for example, that's the way seniors look to you.
Yeah.
So it makes sense watching those movies, even though it's obvious they're not high school age.
Right.
It makes sense. Watching a movie like this where the kids are very, or at least very, you believe that they're of age, like of freshmen, whatever grade they're supposed to be in, you believe that they're of age. It's like you're just watching a Disney show because it's all younger actors and actresses. Like I hate to say that, but there's something that adds to the validity of the characters when they're a bit more mature.
Yeah.
Even if they're playing younger characters. I don't know.
Yeah, and it's just like I said, it kind of it lends the whole feeling, like it lends to the trailer at least, the whole feeling of like a Disney or CW show.
Yeah.
Which doesn't really it doesn't excite me at all. I want to, if I'm gonna watch, to me the original The Craft was still geared toward the teen crowd, but it was dark and it was gritty and it was creepy.
Yeah.
And this movie, the trailer doesn't look creepy at all.
So I'm excited to see this because I love The Craft. That being said, I'm a bit reserved. So on the rock scale, I was really hoping to give this one a bit higher. I'm going to go straight down the middle, though, 2.5. Straight down the middle. Again, this movie really doesn't do anything for me. Like the trailer, rather, didn't. Like, I'm excited to see it because of what it is, and that goes a long way in this. But in terms of what they showed us in the trailer, it's like, okay, I'm just like, whatever about it. And whatever score to me is right down the middle.
Yeah, I'm gonna go 1.5 for this one.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, I just like, especially after going back and rewatching the original trailer and seeing how, it was cheesy 90s stuff, but like it's just thinking back to that movie and how good it was, and then going back and rewatching this trailer, I was just like, ugh, like I don't think it can hold a candle to it. But
Hollywood,
I'm still gonna watch it. And then I will, this is my judgment on the trailer. I will reserve full judgment for after I've seen the full movie. So
that was The Craft Legacy. This is coming out on October 28th. So right before Halloween, you're getting a little crafty treat.
Oh, it's crafty. So that's it for this week. If you want to check us out on social media and check out our other show, the Buzzed Kill Podcast, which is kind of our bread and butter, you know what I mean? You can check out Instagram, Facebook, or SoundCloud at the Buzzed Kill Podcast.
You can also find us on Twitter at the Buzzed Kill PC. And like you said, we put out episodes every Sunday night at 9 o'clock. So please check that out. Check the info for more information. And if you haven't done it yet, hit that subscribe button. It's right down in that corner. It's right over there. It's like a square box. It says subscribe. Hit it. Smash the notification bell. Murder everything. The subscribe button, notification bell, the like button. Just murder it all. It's the Halloween season, right?
Yeah.
Be like Michael Myers. Just slash things.
'Tis the season.
Slash
and murder. Slash and burn. All right. Well, hey, bud.
Hey.
It's been fun.
Cheers, sir.
I'll see you next week.
See you next week.